But yeah, guys, I hope everyone can hear me. I hope everyone can see my screen and everyone can see my beautiful face. And I'm gonna go ahead and start breaking down gold here, which is the pair I actively trade with my members. Now, I was bullish all morning long. That's all I'm gonna say. Like, if you guys were in the TikTok live earlier, you should know that I was really looking for buys. I ended up taking them, which is super dope. Nevertheless, I'm still open to, taking maybe another position with you guys on the live. So just because I took a trade, actually I took two trades already, doesn't mean that I'm not gonna be taking anything anymore. But like I said, we are bullish. We had this huge bullish impulse to the upside. We came back down for a smaller pullback, rejected. The 4 hour ended up closing bullish engulfing. Now we're getting that other break to the upside. So yeah, 4 hour bullish, and let's go down to the 1 hour actually. So earlier today, the price action was absolutely disgusting, right? Gold had us waiting and accumulating orders here all day. Like it literally started, look, it started at 7 a.m. all the way to 1 p.m. So 6 hours of pure consolidation, wicking out, stopping out people, buy, sell, buy, sell. So here a lot of stop losses got hit due to the fact that we were just consolidating. So typically when the market is in this condition, I do not want to take trades. And I find it very important to know when to trade, but also to know when not to trade. And when the market is doing this and it's not showing a clear direction, it's clearly showing that you should not be trading this, right? Up until we see some nice market structure being formed, like this breakout on the 1 hour candle over here. So ultimately, my trade, I can, break this down real quick. So I waited for 15 to close above, which we got here. Then I waited for a pullback in the range and for a rejection, which is basically my bread and butter setup, which is a break and retest. I also wanted to see price hold above the 50 EMA, which we got as well. And then on the 5 minute time frame, my entry was this rejection candle over here that tapped back into the support. So I basically got in on the buys over here. I placed my stop loss below these lows, and then my target was a 2R. Yeah, a little over 2R back up into this next range of interest, right? So now that we are at our range of interest, what can we be waiting for? So typically, when I look to take a break and retest, I need at least a 15-minute, ideally a 30-minute or 1 hour candle close above the range. Now, as you guys can see, this last 15-minute did approach our range, but it hasn't closed above yet. So a break and retest setup in this case is still considered a little aggressive until we get a higher time frame candle close above, verify that we can, break out to the upside. Now, once we get that breakout, what we want to wait for after the breakout and the closure above is the pullback. That's why it's called break, which will be if we get a closure above, and retest, a retest back in the range. Now, if we get a retest back in this range and we then scale down into the 5 minute time frame and get a nice rejection candle or bullish engulfing like this one here, then we could feel free to take these buys back up into the all-time highs at 2670. Right? So that's basically the game plan for today. The simple break and retest setup and see if we can take price higher to 2670. Now, once price reaches 2670, this will be the all-time highs. And trading all-time highs, I absolutely don't like because it is very uncertain. So based off this point, price could take out the highs and then dump immediately back down, or it could take out the highs and then we have more buyers stepping in the market and pushing price higher and higher without really giving us an area where we could get in on the move. Yeah, so basically once it reaches all-time highs, it's very uncertain because we don't know if price can continue driving higher or if we're going to see a strong reversal and we see sellers stepping back in, right? So once we reach 2670, if we should reach it today, I will most likely be fairly careful. The only scenario where I would maybe look to take something is if we get a 1 hour closure above, a pullback, and a nice rejection and a nice establishment of support before I look to take the buys back up into previous all-time highs. But so far, we are not there yet. We are still at this range and we're currently holding above. What I do want to see and need to see is at least a 15 or 30-minute, like both are closing in around 7 minutes. So I need this 30-minute to close above, then come for the pullback to create the lower wick on the next 30-minute candle. And then on the lower wick, I want to make sure I get in on the buys only if I get an entry confirmation on the 5 minute. Because what could happen as well, we get a closure above, we see price pull back in the range, but instead of holding here, right, it just starts to break back below. So once we see price breaking out but closing back below the range or breaking back into the range, there is a probability that right now the sellers want to take over and we might see the dump back to the downside, right? Is there a possibility that it pull back and goes bearish? Exactly, Marina. That's what I'm saying right now, where there is a possibility of it coming back in the range below our resistance, which this is our resistance range, and then continuing bearish. So when we see that happening, we can now react and adapt to what the market is doing right now. Okay, so when we see that, what do we want to see in order for us to take sales? Now, would I recommend sales in this market condition? Honestly, not really. So any sell setup that you actually get, if all of your conditions are met, it is still considered a medium or low probability setup compared to a buy setup. Because if you look at the high time frames and for example on the daily, look at that. We are so bullish. So any sell that you take in this ranges, like in the bullish trend itself, is still considered a counter trend trade. And with it, it has a little lower probability of going in your favor than with the direction. But let's say, for instance, we don't break out, we don't close above, we come back below the range and reject this resistance. Then the only area where I will be looking to take sales, or the only condition, is I need a break of structure on the 5-minute time frame. So I need for a price to create a support on the 5, I need it to be broken, closed out of, for a price to create a new lower low. Then I need a pullback and I need for price to create a lower high point and reject that range. And then ideally another lower low. So now we got a verification of a change in trend on low time frames. This could happen on a 3-minute or 5-minute here, where we get a lower low, lower high, and new lower low with the 3-leg extension. We will now have a little more confirmation that in this bullish trend, for a short period of time, we might see sales back down into the support range. So what I would do here is, depending on where I get in, if I get in on the lower high or on the break off the low here, I'll place my stops above the last market structure point and then my target back into the support. Now, this ultimately could give us a 2R multiple as well. But if I were to take this trade, I wouldn't go in with heavy risk, because in my mind, I am clear that this is a counter trend trade, if that makes sense. But the other way around, if we get a nice break and retest above this range, I would be open to put a little more risk behind it. Why? Because we are bullish. Bin im Buy, meinst du, ich soll Profit taken oder halten? Ich glaube, wir könnten eigentlich noch weiter nach oben kommen, to be honest. Like, we're waiting for this next 5 minutes here for this candle to close above the range, then wait for a pullback in the range. But it is looking good. We're breaking the highs right now. So you can feel free to hold here. Or I don't know where you got your entry, Jess, but maybe put your stops to break even. But yeah, for everyone that just joined the stream, guys, feel free to drop your questions in the chat, right? Like, don't be shy. No question is a dumb question. Even if it's a simple question, please ask it in the chat, because we're all here to learn. We're all here to develop ourselves and to improve every day. Do you think we will see new all-time highs today? Splashy, I am feeling them. I am feeling them, especially if we can close above it and drive back up. Like, the moment we see more bullish candles being printed and price being pushed up, I do believe we will break them. Is it too late for buy entry? I wouldn't say too late. It just all comes up to your entry and stop loss placement. If you place your stops below these lows, then your target would be, right now, would be a 2R multiple. So it's not too late. Nevertheless, I personally still don't have a entry. I don't have my entry confirmation. I need to wait for a closure above for the pullback and then for entry. But if you're feeling aggressive, you could also basically say that this is also a nice entry signal, since this is a bullish engulfing above the range. Can you explain your drawing the blue and white line based on what you draw that range? Of course. So let's go to the 1 hour here, because on the 1 hour is where I actually place my zones. So what I typically need to see is at least 2 touches in that range for me to place my support and resistance ranges. And if we start off here on the left, we see that this area had been rejected twice. So I already have 2 touches on the 1 hour, indicating that I can feel free to place my area here. And then we actually got a 3rd touch here as well. So now we already have 3 touches. So that's why I'm anticipating that in this range, I want to wait for the pullback so I can take buys back up, just because this is the 1 hour range of interest, or POI, however you want to call it. Now, what else do we see down here? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 touches here, and then we have 6 touches here. So this is making this range now also a valid range to place my support, because Every time price was above, it pushed up. And every time price was below, it pushed back down into our next POI, okay? So now what happened here? We got a break and retest above. So every time we break above, we push higher and we push at least into our next zone of interest, which is this one here. So that's how I trade. I take my trades from zone to zone. Typically, I like to place my support and resistance on the 4-hour, daily, and 1 hour. But since this is just recent price action and there's no market data, not more market data on high time frames where we can place our support and resistance based off, that's why these zones are only based off the 1 hour time frame. Sometimes the 4 hour, but right now it's the 1 hour. And now same thing down here. What we see touches in the range. I see that a support has been established. So this is our support range. This was our resistance and support range. This was our previous resistance range. And the previous resistance might turn into a support. So that's exactly what we're waiting for now, guys. Indicator, this line down here is the 50 EMA. This is the 50 EMA. That's the only indicator I use. So it's called the exponential moving average with the length of 50. All right, guys, we got 10 seconds here for the 15. It looks like it wants to close above. So that's the first indication. Now we did close out of the highs. I'm liking that. We did close out of them. So now waiting for the pullback back in the range. We scale down to the 5-minute time frame. And now, what's the 30-minute looking like? Yeah, the 30-minute also closed clearly above the previous highs up here. It's looking juicy, guys. What? Immediately coming for the pullback. Yeah, what should I say? We are in a POI. I'm personally gonna get ready here. I do need to wait. Wait. Okay, so we have 3:30. We still have half an hour to the news. Because we do have news, which is bad. Is it half an hour or is it an hour? What's this? Why is this not loading? I think it was half an hour, wasn't it? I do not expect a lot of volume on the news. Nevertheless, it's something we need to take into consideration if we're looking to take a trade in the next few minutes. What should we do if our prediction goes wrong and since 3 days we're in loss and we are where was it? In bearish? Are you still in the loss, like in a sell? You need to like reassess. You need to readjust. If you are in a position in a sell right now, close that shit. Get your mind off trading. Do something different that will help you come back down to your balance. And then reanalyze the market and look for a new opportunity. Yeah, in 28 minutes, guys. We've pulled back in the range. I wouldn't be opposed to like if we close bullish rejecting the downside. I wouldn't be opposed for a quick trade here. That's just me being honest. Obviously, there's still no entry yet, and we have 3 minutes for this 5 to close. If this 5 closes rejecting though, I'm gonna give it an opportunity here for buys. But I will go in with a very light risk because I've already taken so many trades today. Okay, 2 trades, but you know. Sheesh, Nas is pumping. Yo, Stefan, you got your TPs hit, right? You got your TPs hit now? 2660 is a gap with EMA. Yeah, we do have a gap here. True. It is a nice gap though, so if we can bounce off this and close back above the range, the buys are still very much valid. Definitely. Definitely. But yeah, guys, this is why we wait, right? We pull back in a range, but so far price has not given us an entry confirmation yet. So this is absolutely fine. No trade yet, no entry. We're chilling. But let me place the fair value gap here on the 15. Obviously, if we are looking to buy, we don't want this 15 candle in the next 11 minutes close and invalidate the fair value gap. Otherwise, we might start breaking structure on the 5-minute, create a lower high in the range, and then continue dumping back down. With it, that would basically invalidate our possible buy setup. Yeah, so the VIP is $35 per month, but I do have a discount going on right now during the live session and a few hours after, where if you use the code, let me type it out. If you use the code live webinar, you'll get a discount, a lifetime discount. This is the code. I only have 10 codes available. So whoever first come, first serve. Live webinar is the code, and you can cancel any month. So even if you join for 1 month, You pay like 30 bucks. If you don't like it, you can always feel free to go. If you like it, you can feel free to stay, you know. It's like that is a fairly nice rejection. Nevertheless, I want to see more of a bullish candle. So if the next 5 minute can like bullish engulf, I will give it a shot on the buys here. And now I can safely place my stops below the rejection candle. A little safer stops will be below the fair value gap, but then the risk reward ratio is a little off. We want to target the previous highs. So this is basically 1.5 R. Yeah, you could join the VIP. I have the link in my bio actually. And then also in the Telegram itself, if you scroll a little, you shouldn't scroll that far. You will get get directed right to this WUB here. And then you could just, click on get access, type in the code, live webinar, save some. I don't think I might break the whole all-time high today. Let's wait and see, Syed. We'll have to wait and see. What's up, Fadish? Welcome, welcome. Do I send signals? I do not send signals, no. All I do, guys, is what I'm doing right now with my members every day. So whenever I get in, I let you guys know, and you can feel free if you want to get in with me on that trade or if not. So it's not just signals, but it's more so you will learn to understand why I'm getting in. You will learn to see how I react if I lose, how I react if I win, how I react once TP1 is reached, how do I manage risk, and on so on and so forth. So this here is 1,000 times more valuable than signals. And that's why I do this. I want to help people, and I don't want people to depend on me. Preach, Marina. So much better than signals. Appreciate it. Yeah, that's true. And then there's actually people like charging 100 bucks just for cold signals. Imagine. Imagine. We also have to break out of this resistance here on the 3. Joining this community where we learn and earn and good vibes. Yeah, Ravi knows what's up. Ravi knows what's up. All right, we wait. The biggest thing actually that you're gonna learn in my streams is patience. Like patience hits different here in the streams. Sometimes we're actually here like 2 hours straight without getting it set up. Or maybe getting it set up in the last 10 minutes off the stream. But that's part of the game, right? Sometimes you get it, sometimes you don't. Wait for the rocket. Yeah, 1.5 minutes, guys. I'm gonna get ready here. If we bullish engulf this bad boy, I'm gonna give it a shot for the buys. And that's just no financial advice. That's my personal take because we did get the 15 close above. We pull back. Look at that. We reject the EMA, the fair value gap. Oh my god, it's looking so juicy. It's looking good. I do have to wait another minute though. No need to FOMO into this shit. I'm still waiting. 1 minute. I'll go over DXY in a second. I'm just gonna I have to wait and see if we get a signal now. Okay, 40 seconds, guys. I'm gonna get ready. If we must bullish engulf this shit. Okay. 30 seconds, 30 seconds. Come on. Don't go too far. Don't close below. Stay right there. Like right there. 20 seconds. I'm still waiting. Whoa, this is about to be a 5-minute Maribozu candle, seriously? Oh, okay, 10 seconds. I'm getting ready here. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm in bias. Order filled, motherfucker. All right, I'm in bias, guys. No financial advice, but I got everything I had to wait for. This is a, what do you call it? Conservative entry. This was the aggressive entry, the rejection candle. This is considered a conservative. Stops below the rejection candle. If you guys want to be a little safer, place it below the fair value gap. But I have it below the rejection candle because I really don't want to see price pull back in this range and like break these lows now. Otherwise, the setup is invalid and, I'm fine with losing that. So we got that. And then the target, the first TP will be a 101. And that's probably going to be it. I'm going to go for a quick 101 here. Because I already made like so good profit today. Not trying to be greedy. Ja, Claudio, ich bin drin. Sammy J, you guys could feel free to, hop in if you want to, but it's no financial advice. We could also lose this trade. You have to be fine with the amount you're risking if we lose this. Yeah, quick 101. But yeah, like if you guys could be like patient, that is so important in a trading game. Like patience should not be like undervalued or anything. bin von TikTok hierher, der wo von deinen Videos und live profitiert. Let's go, Idris. I love to hear that, bro. Let's start the rocket, Jess. Yeah, I do want to see the 15 to close back above the range, but it's looking like it's trying to break back under. But even if it does and stops us out and comes back up above the range, I'm totally fine with it. We might get another setup, but I'm not trying to overtrade either, so. Yeah, it's not looking like it wants to. Wow, I'm out. Damn, that was a quick one. That was a quick one. Screenshot the bad boy. Now, before you guys say I'm bad, right? Losing is part of the game, first of all. Second of all, yeah, we do have news in 15 minutes. So before that, no trades anymore. But what I was trying to say is we got the 15 close above. We got the 30 close above. So that was the first indication for the buys, right? We close above these highs over here. Second of all, we are in a bullish trend. So that's why I was looking to take the buys. Okay. And then third of all, we pull back, reject, give an aggressive entry, and afterwards we bullish engulf and break out of the highs. That was our entry confirmation. So now, and we are above the EMA, and we are at a POI. So these were all the 5 things. If you guys were in my live streams, these were the 5 things that have to be there, that have to be met for me to take a trade, and I had them. Now, am I able to control the market? Absolutely not. So even when I have everything and I get in on the trade, I have to assume that there's always a probability of getting stopped out. And that's what happened right now, because the market is not always going to do what I want it to do, right? Now, does this mean that this is now completely invalidated? No, as long as the 50-minute does not close outside of the fair value gap, and as long as we still see a bullish impulse to the upside, we might still get basically another confirmation or another entry to take the buys. But for now, I'll hold off because we do have news in 15 minutes. So I'm not trying to get in like immediately again. It just makes no sense. Plus, we don't have an entry now. And also the new home sales, like, I don't know if it's gonna have like a big impact, honestly. But in this case, better be safe than sorry. So wait another 15 minutes here, see if we can close back above the range, maybe give another rejection so we can then take, because I still, as long as we maintain like above this entire range, like above 26.57 and or 26.62, I still see the potential to the upside there. Head and shoulder pattern on what time frame? Oh, right here on the 1 hour. Yeah, the 1 hour as well, guys. This is also another important one. If the 1 hour closes above, then we should definitely be fine. Then we should definitely be fine for the continuation. If the 1 hour closes below now with a huge wick to the upside, then there's actually the probability of coming back down into 26.57 before anything. And with that being said, what Sandeline said, the potential of a head and shoulder pattern here. Only the potential though. But for that to know that if it's actually likely to happen, we must wait these 15 minutes and see if price can close above it or below it. 5 minute for value gap was half filled. 5 minute. This one here. Yeah, there was another one down here. True, true. Yo, Kenny's still in the trade. Let's go, guys. Yeah, my stop loss placement was super aggressive. Dennis is still, guys. Love to hear it. It's still valid. Like I said, it's absolutely valid. My stop loss placement was just a little too aggressive because I was going for that at least like a 1-to-1. Yeah, like ideally the stop loss like 100% below this range, maybe even below this fair value gap down here or below the EMA. But for me personally, the risk reward ratio wouldn't have made any sense. So I'm absolutely fine with the L. But good for you guys if you're still in. Like I said, it's still valid. It was just a stop loss placement. Stop loss at 26.60. Wow, like it came like so close. Let's go. Ich wurde ausgestoppt, Claudio. I got stopped out. I will delete this here. I usually take screenshots of my trades because I'm not a fan of ignoring the trades. But what I'm also a fan of is of not having to, how should I say it? Like in Germany, they say like don't hang it on the Wait, on the bell, you know what I mean? Like the loss. So basically what that helps me with is not dwell on the loss. Because now it's a fresh page. I took my L, I know why. I just got literally my stop loss was just too tight. That was it. The setup is super valid still. Um, but yeah. Claudio's also still in the trade. Let's go. Ja, genau, häng es nicht an die große Glocke. Don't hang it on the big bell. Don't hang it on the big bell, guys. That's such a German phrase. So German. Oh wow. Oh wow, that 3 minute. Oh my God. That 3 minute Morningstar. Oof, it's giving me re-entry vibes, but I'm not gonna do it. I need to wait for the news to pass in this case now. My English is not the yellow from the egg. Yo, no way. Yo, what's up, AV? What's up, bro? I hope we go bearish. What? I'll go bearish somehow from news. Oh, you're in sell splashy? My take on gold AV, I'm super bullish. I did already take a small L here because my stop loss was too tight, but most of the people in the stream are still in the buy position. From where should you go break even? Yeah, so basically, let me draw the position again, okay? Where's the 5 minute entry? Right here. So if you guys set your stop loss at 66, like at 60, here, then TP1 should be at 1-1. Like literally at the all-time highs, okay? Now, the all-time highs up here at 2670 flat. This should be your TP1. And now break even, you should go at the half of the way. So break even will be 0.5, like right around here. Here's where I will go break even if we close above the range. Okay, so if we close above it with on a 5 minute time frame, let's say you get a 5 minute candle close like this, here is where you want to go break even and then just let it ride. And what could happen here is price could then, come back down, stop you out of break even. It is what it is because afterwards it might start dumping or it's going to shoot straight to your TP. And now here at the all-time highs, I'll close the entire position. Because yes, there's a possibility of price driving higher than here. But at the end of the day, this is all-time high territory where we don't know how far it could continue driving higher. I like to trade after market has been bearish for a while and switches to bullish and catching it early. Yeah, that does make sense. That would have been the play down here. Like literally down here. We got some nice bounces, but the problem today was that price action was just super choppy. Super. Like it was so bad. I mean, look at that. It's literally barcode type, you know? So we have 9 minutes for the 1 hour to close. I really want a 1 hour to close above the range. Let's make it close above the range, guys. Let's make it close above the range. Because if it does, the buy setup is still valid, you know what I mean? But we do need to wait for the news as well. Is there a confirmation for sell? If not, can you explain what it should look like? Yeah. So confirmation for sells is a break of structure on the lower time frames. So right now we see that price is ranging. So price has created this range here. You could call it range, you could call it box, however you want to call it. And now what this is showing us that we don't really have a clean higher low like we did down here. This is just, all we know is this is the highest point, higher high, where the 5 minute has reached but is currently rejecting. And we know that the 5 minute has created a form of a support down here. So now we are back in a consolidation box. So what you want to wait for if you're looking to take sales is you want to wait for a 5 minute strong closure out of the box. You want to wait for a nice pullback into the box and then a rejection candle. So you can take sales here, or you can take sales at the break of this low, back down into these lows down here. And that you want to wait for at least like on the 3 minute or 5 minute time frame. But this is so choppy. That's insane. And then obviously with it, you want to make sure you keep an eye on a high time frame such as the 15, 30, Because look at the 15 right now. If we get a break out of the box to the downside, the 15 will be flipping to bearish and will reject the upside, would have taken liquidity, and would most likely break this fair value gap as well. So then you already have the high time frames rejecting the upside, and you have the low time frames breaking structure to the downside, giving you a little more confidence that we might be able to take sales at that point. So far, though, we are still in a so-called considered bullish market structure because we did get a break right here, and we're currently still considered in the pullback phase, where typically is where I like to get in if the price action will be nicer. And we want to take, as a break and retest, we want to take the extension and then get out at the extension. So this here is still holding at support. It's still in the box. So there's still the possibility of breaking back out to the upside, but there's also the probability of breaking back down. Now, like I said, me personally, I wouldn't really be interested in sales at this point. It's just too aggressive kind of trend trading. But yeah. You enter yet? I did enter on a buy. I did get clapped because my stop loss was a little too tight. But there's a few people inside still. They're still in buys. Yeah, we do have news, exactly. So be aware of the news, guys. 7 minutes here. Not really expecting a huge firework, but I would rather be safe than sorry. If you guys are lucky, you're gonna get a huge impulse straight to TP. And that's what I really hope for you guys. It's still looking good for the buys though. I like this rejection here. I do like this. The only thing I don't like is we're still in the box. Like, price is doing what it did before. It's doing this again. It's doing this again. Like, price action today is just, oh, so whack. So whack. My takes on prop firms, I believe that it is a great chance to get access to big capital fairly quick if you know what you're doing. On the other hand, if you don't know what you're doing, you're basically just dumping your money. You're throwing your money into the trash can if you don't know what you're doing. So before you consider taking any challenge, you should already have a strategy that works. You should already have back tested it, forward tested it, journaled your trades, um, traded demo, traded real money, like real funds, like a small amount, so you know your emotions and stuff. And when you notice that in all that process, you're actually good and you're actually profitable and you know what you're doing, then you can invest in prop firms, and then you can basically just squeeze out money from those prop firms and reinvest the profits that you make, partial profits, into your own capital. Because the ultimate goal as a trader, if you want to be financial free, you should have your own capital to trade with. Because first of all, you can keep 100% of the profits. I mean, after taxes, obviously it's less, but let's say more percent, you keep 100%. Second of all, you can withdraw whenever you want, and you don't depend on a 2 week, 30-day period time like on the prop firms to withdraw. And then the third one is you don't have a loss limit. So even if you're in drawdown 10%, 12%, 15%, let's say even heck, like 20% you're in drawdown, it doesn't affect your account. You don't lose your account because there's no like strict restrictions on the live account. So like I said, learn the basics, start with demo, learn a strategy, um create a real funds account of maximum $100, not more, just 100, and go in with the mindset that there's a high probability of you losing that account, and you just want to use it as a self investment so you can get to know your emotions first, and then see how far you can trade it up. If you lose it, shit happens, try again maybe. If you start to flip it and you're seeing good profits, then that's even better because now you have more confidence to buy a funding challenge. Yeah, 100%. Like, there are a few like sus prop firms out there that actually, yeah, more or less scam people. I've heard of it as well. Personally, it has not happened to me, thankfully, but I've heard of it. I mean, actually, I'm talking shit. I did get scammed. But I mean, the prop firms got taken down. I lost 5 accounts. I lost 5 accounts on different prop firms due to them just disappearing out of nowhere. What I think about DXY, let's look at DXY here. It is pushing back up. We did have a huge bearish impulse to the downside, so we're kind of filling the gap on the 5 now. As long as we can maintain below the EMA, I still see DXY potentially dropping lower. Now, we did tap into this supply area, created a double top. Like I said, broke and closed below the EMA. I am bearish on DXY so far, to be honest. I'm bearish. And bearish means bullish on gold. 20 seconds. Oh my God, guys. Wait. 20 seconds for the 1 hour to close. Please close strongly above the range. We also have news right now, guys. Get ready. Get ready, guys. Wow, Jess, you raised your account from 100 to 5K? Let's go, girl. You're fucking killing it. All right, we got a nice closure above, guys. We got a news apparently negative for the dollar. Huh? Positive. Okay, that's weird. I'm gonna see the dump now. Yeah, probably. Okay, we got a closure above, which is nice. We do have positive news for the dollar, so I'm expecting, yeah, it's pushing. That's not good. But it might not be enough for price to break actual structure to the downside. It might just be like a more or less pullback. But yeah, which prop firms are solid? Honestly, good-hearted. The only prop firm I can recommend is FTMO. Yeah, like Splashy said. Exactly. FTMO is the only prop firm that I can good-heartedly recommend at this point. Because any other prop firm, I don't know if they're here tomorrow because the ones I used to recommend, they're done. Done. So but yeah, guys, do your research. And also if you're just buying like a 10K account, maybe a 5K account that costs like $50, maybe $100, it doesn't really matter what type of prop firm it is as long as it's not the biggest red flag with a 0 point trust pilot review. But if it's like the normal ones like FTMO, um, what else? Top Step, dude, I'm so bad with names actually. Ascendix, Alpha Capital, Funding Pips. Um, yeah, there's too many, guys. There's too many. Yeah, I feel like every prop firm has like their trader scale. No, never heard of it. I feel like they all have their pros and their cons. So that's why it's like so difficult to make a decision actually. What the news? The news came out positive for the dollar, so that's why we're seeing a little of a dump on gold here. Yeah, so far, I mean, I think some of you are still in the buys. If you got your stops below this week. Um, but this is some ugly price action today, guys, no lie. I'm glad that I managed to capitalize on this ugly ass market though. I'm so glad that I managed to do that because looking at it right now, I'm just about to throw out. Now, what do I want to see here? For just a possible re-entry, where I'm debating, I would need to see first of all, I would need to see a nice ass 5 minute rejection. And with it, a close above these highs. Now, if we get that, the risk reward ratio will be a 1-1 if I have my stops aggressive again. Conservative stops, this is just 0.8, which is real bad. So I'm like thinking, nah, right now I'm not really interested in it. But the buys are still valid, guys. Like we did bullish engulf this. We closed above on a 1 hour. We came back for the low wick. We filled over 50% off this 1 hour candle. So I do believe we still have the potential of driving higher. 30-minute is indecisive, but also right now rejecting the downside. 50-minute, nicely. Yeah, so ideally to drive higher, you want to see a 5-minute closure above these highs for it to drive higher. Noise setup. At this point, I'm not sure, honestly. I'm not liking this barcode action right now. That's me just, being honest. It's giving me no trade right now vibes. No trade right now. But if you guys are in, feel free to hold. It's still valid. Absolutely valid. But I think now it comes down to patience. It is a nice rejection, no lie. It is nice. So if we get a breakout now, that would be dope. I hate how funny gold moves. It does move funny, doesn't it? You got a buy setup? That's nice, guys. I really hope it plays out for you. But I'm personally, uh, Yeah, I'm staying away for now. We also have another news in, is that 15 minutes? In 25 minutes, Crudo. Here we will see a little bit of more action. So maybe until then, price is just gonna start chopping around, if I'm being honest. Did someone set Nasdaq? Did I just read something with Nas? What's Nas doing? Flying? Yo! Yo, look at that break and retest though. It's close. It's yeah, it is. It's close to breaking all-time highs. Okay, not that close. Okay, not that close. I thought it was like closer than that. It's not that close. Check daily. We did break the highs now on the one on the daily here, right? We got a nice double bottom here as well. Got a break, got a retest. And now we're approaching this next daily range here. If we start breaking above this daily range, then all-time highs are definitely in the view. Double bottom on the weekly. Yeah, beautiful. Look at that. Now, if this weekly closes bullish in the next 2 days, then here's where we could wait for the pullback for continuation. But the continuation will be a firework. Firework. Because you guys should know by now the double bottom pattern, like on any time frame, especially on the 5, like starting on the 5 minute, right? The double bottom pattern is such a high probability entry confirmation. Like, I mean, here we got a triple bottom. We did get a triple bottom here, somewhat. But this is just consolidation. Where do we have a nice spot double bottom? Right here. Bottom 1, bottom 2. Got the nice double U. And the next thing you know, dude, I just spit. Oh my god, I'm sorry, guys. This is energy drink is kicking in, you know what I mean? Do you actually never trade Nasdaq or do you wait for good setups on it? Right now, Splashy, I'll be fully transparent with you. I have not been taking any trades on NAS whatsoever because I'm so focused on gold right now. Gold rejected twice. I'm seeing a massive buy up there. Oh, yeah. Let me go back here. Let me go back. Wow, that way, wait. That 15 is sick. If it breaks these highs now, it should be so good to go. It should be so good to go. Even if it closed like that in the next 6 minutes, it's flying. We did tap 50% into the fair value gap. Lekker. Oh, we're getting that breakout, guys. Remember, feel free to move stops to break even. When you're like halfway to your TP, you're in profit. Let's go. Let's go, guys. I mean, TP has not been hit yet for you, right? But it is looking fucking juicy. We break out of it, we reject it. So this is a form of a rejection candle plus bullish. Yo, Dennis, I'm not even gonna get started with you, boy. I'm not even gonna get started. Guys, my boy Dennis, my VIP member. Wait, let me break down the trades he took. If that's okay for you, Dennis. Let me flex on your success here. You know what I mean? Look at my boy Dennis, guys. This dude gets in. I think you were in Germany 40 longs. Yeah. Absolutely smashed the shit out of Jerf. Yeah. He smashed it, okay? Gold smashed it, okay? And then he takes a re-entry on gold, guys. And he fucking smashed that shit. And now he's trying to tell me he got in again and fucking smashed. I don't know. I don't have anything to say at this point. My boy Dennis is just fucking killing it. He's just fucking killing it, period. So Dennis, I'm so proud of you. And I'm really happy to see you in Frankfurt, like if we meet each other. Come in the VIP. Yeah, true, Dennis. Like, I know you've been killing it before, but the VIP might have really, switched up your perspective a little. Profit $60. Let's go, Kenny. Let's get it, guys. Wow, that's a nice closure on the 5. What we really want to see now is for this next 5 minute to close and hold above this range. I mean, it is pulling back now, right? But I really want it to close outside of it again so we can then see that drive back to the upside. Because what we don't want is for price to come back in this range and start barcoding again. That would be actually bad. But yeah, guys, anyone interested in joining the VIP, where we literally do this every day? We take L's together, we take W's together. Sometimes we don't take any trades, but we're always here, always present, always talking, going over questions and valuable stuff. You can feel free to do that. You can find the link in my Telegram. I will also be sending the link later in the Telegram again. 35 bucks per month. Plus you get a discount limited to 10 spots. So if you use the discount live webinar, you will get a nice discount for lifetime. There's only 10 discounts available. So if you want to join, like, get it quick. Otherwise, it's gone and it's the normal 35 per month. You can cancel anytime. I now have less than 150 to pass my prop and get funded 5K. Let's go, Getty. I'm so proud of you, man. So proud, really. Like, actually, guys, like, you don't understand. I don't know you. Okay, that's the first thing. I don't know you, but just the fact that you guys are actually here, that you're active, that you're putting in the work, and you're telling me you made profits, you passed the prop firm and stuff like that. You have no idea how much that motivates me to just keep pushing and keep giving it my all. Send the link, please. Yeah, I will send it. Wait, let me check real quick. So if you go to the Telegram and you scroll a little up to the 19th of September, you will find the link. Blink, blink. You will find it there. I will send it later today, but better react now and before the coupon codes are all gone. Would you entry buy now again? No, I would not actually. I would need to see it close back above here, and then I would consider it. Because we did get the nice rejection, right? So we did get a nice rejection of the range. We did get a nice bullish candle. Now, if you were to wanting to have a better risk reward ratio, you could feel free because overall the setup is still valid. But the entry itself should have been either this one here or this one here, and not what price action is doing right now. Because right now price action is coming back down, right? So this, if you didn't get in here or you didn't get in here, there's still no reason to get in on here. Because what can happen also just start down. So you don't want to get in on a bearish candle. But if this one rejects as well and close back above here, then you can feel free to get in. I hope that answered your question. What time does your VIP call starts daily? It starts at 9:15 EST. You guys can see here on the Discord. Let's go to live trading schedule here. Boom. So Monday to Thursday, every day live with Luis. And then on Friday, every second Friday, I have a specialized trading topic webinar. We've already covered my entire price action strategy. So the moment you join the VIP, you will see that recording and you will learn my entire strategy. And we've also covered entry signals as well. So the next call, I always do like a poll so you guys can vote it. And the next call is most likely going to be, got 17 votes here. We're going to talk about lot size, stop loss, and TP placement on the 27th. So this Friday for now. You mentioned JER 40. Can you look at it and tell us your thoughts? I personally don't trade German 40. Dennis does. How long do I stay on daily? Around 1.5 hours to 2 hours. I record every session and I upload it at the end of the day. So in case you miss out at the beginning or the ending, you can always rewatch the recording. What I think is market is exercising the power of three, currently accumulating more buys before distribution. Yeah, there's definitely the probability because it is struggling to break back under. Then again, it's also struggling to break back above. So overall, guys, this is terrible price action. What should I think? What should I say? Like the entire day, guys, from this point. Where's my rectangle? So from this point all the way to this point, this is absolute terrible price action. And you guys can recognize that by the upper lower wicks all the time. Now again, all the time. So probably like after this news in what's that, 20 minutes, we might see something nice. How do you manage not to be greedy? Because I wasn't profit today, then I took your trade stop loss because I was too greedy. So what I like to do is have a strict plan on how much or how many trades I could take per day. So usually I limit that to maximum 2 trades. Now, did I personally break my rules today? I basically did. Yeah, I did. Because of the stream. It's your guys' fault. But normally it's 2 trades a day. Okay. So typically when the first trade ends up being an L, I'm able to look for another entry if a setup is still valid or if later in session I get a nice setup. Now, if the second trade is a L as well, then I'm done for the day. Now, same thing here. If the first trade is a W, like I did have earlier today in the morning, but it was London session. So I'm kind of like separating London session from New York session. I'm also trading 2 different accounts. So I think it's fair to say I'm able to take 2 trades per London and 2 trades per New York. But let's keep it simple. Let's stay with New York session. If the first trade is a W, so if this trade would have been a W, obviously I would have been done for the day. Okay. But if the second, yeah, so right, first trade W done for the day. If it's a L, I look to re-enter if I get something. And then if it's a W or a L, I'm done for the day. But typically, this here is what I do. If the first trade of the day I take in the session is a winner, I am done for the day. And this will allow me to not overtrade and not over risk and not be greedy because I've already made my profit for the day, if that makes sense. So I hope that cleared your question. You broke them too. You had 2 trades. Yeah, ultimately that's just, learning from the mistakes and try to not repeat them. Because as you saw, right, the trade I took, there's always the probability of the price hitting your stop loss. And you need to go in with the mindset every time. And if you already made profit and you're actually happy with the result, why should you be looking to get in again? You've already made your profit. You know what I mean? So any trade that you take after you already made profit, you should know, oh, I'm kind of being greedy right now. And it doesn't matter if I take the trade and just because I'm experienced, you think like, oh my God, I'm going to full port on this trade because Evan knows what he's doing. I do know what I'm doing and I do know what I'm waiting for. And when I get it, I do execute. But just because I know what I'm doing doesn't know that the market gives 2 shits. The market doesn't owe me anything. It could do this every time, the entire day, you know? So just for you next time, let's say you come into live sessions and you haven't taken any trades today, or you just took one trade and it was an L, and then you see me taking a trade, then you can feel free to take it with me. It's either going to be a second L for the day or it's going to be a W and you're going to make back what you lost. But if you already made profits beforehand outside of the stream and you're already, positive for the day, maybe just join the live for just watching and learning, or maybe don't even join at all because you don't want to get influenced to take another trade. That's totally up to you. How many lot size I trade? That depends. That absolutely depends on the account size. But yeah, the like price right now is not doing anything. We do have news in 9 minutes though. I hope that with the news we get some volume in the market, guys. Like price action has been so bad. Look at that barcode all day. So I'm gonna be fully honest here right now, guys. If today was a bad trading day for you, it's not your fault. It's not your fault. Like obviously you shouldn't blame the market when you're making losses, because at the end of the day it is kind of your fault because you traded. But with this price action, you should absolutely not feel bad for if you have a red day today. That's all I'm gonna say. And what I used to do back in the day was literally break my rules all the time. Like I would, oh, that was, oof, guys, wait. I need to drop something so valuable, which was one of my biggest lessons in trading. Okay, get ready. Maybe you recognize yourself in this. I took buys here back in the day. Okay, so that's the old Evan, the unprofitable Evan. Evan would have taken buys here with the targets up here. What would happen? Stopped out. Damn it. What would I do right after? Get in on sells. Boom. Stop loss above these highs. Target down here. Declapped. Boom. Chakalaka. 2 losses in a row. And then I'd be like, fuck no, it has to go up. Like, fuck yeah, I'm getting in right here. Stops below the low. Target these highs. boom, get clapped again. Yeah, Marina's laughing. Maybe you recognize some old patterns here. You know what I mean? Oh, that's Emma right now. Guys, I'm telling you, that's what I would do. And then I would take like fucking 5 to 10 trades, and they're all losses in a row because I can't make up my mind if it's actually buys or sells. And now let me tell you what helped. Not trading that. Not trading barcode. Let me go to the 5 minute. Look at this. Huh? This is yelling, don't fucking dare to touch me, bro. This is fucking telling, don't fucking touch me. Wait for something like this. Or not even, like, let me go back here. Wait for something like this. Wait for something like this. Wait for something like this. Don't fucking touch this. So when you recognize, even if it's two trades, okay? So let's say you take the first L and then you re-enter right again, but in the other direction because you think, okay, now it has to go in the other direction. And that ends up being an L as well. Fucking sit on your hands, or I don't know, cuff your hands to somewhere so you're not able to press buy or sell at all. Because you will end up blowing the shit out of your account if you get in, buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell. Because the first trade that you take per day should be the most thoughtful trade. So remember, the first trade you take per day is the best analyzed, the most neutral, the highest probability if you wait for your setup and everything. So the first trade has to be the best trade of the day. Anything that you take after, so let's say you lose the first trade and you switch your bias to sells, although you were looking for buys, and you're like, I don't know what should I, if I buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell. Every trade after the first trade is not 100% taken with the best mindset. So if you are looking to take a second trade, you should minimize your risk if you get a setup. Don't increase the risk so to make back the previous loss. Decrease it because now the probability and your mindset is already so agitated from the previous loss that you might make a wrong decision because you're emotionally attached to it. Period. Now let me go over the comments. Sorry, guys. You bought the book. Let's go, guys. Yes, that's my people. Oof. For everyone in the stream that doesn't know, guys, my absolute favorite book, The Zen Trader, okay? This is one of the best psychology and mindset books when it comes to trading. Because what this what this author does is he mixes trading with Zen and spirituality all in one. So this will help your mindset immensely. So absolutely can recommend. Other than that, yo guys, I have so many books. Like I absolutely love reading. I have so many books, but I don't have my own one right now. So I can't show it. But I actually did write a book as well. It's a personal development book that I would highly recommend you guys as well. Like I'm not making any money off of it, so I don't care if you guys buy it or not. But that's a good book that I wrote there. It's called let me write it out here. Um it's called What Life wait man is trying to teach you on Amazon. You can cope it for the cheapest. I put it on the cheapest price that I can have books on Amazon. By guess who wrote it? Evan Sean. I wrote this book last year. So I'm actually also an author. I'm not just a trader and businessman and social media, but I'm also an author. But yeah, the overtrading guys is like I think we all kind of need to go through this phase, I feel. That's just the journey of a trader. Really enjoying it right now. I'm considering to become a VIP. Jess says he will not regret it. Yeah, feel free to join, Idris. I'm training myself to get out of trades when I feel under pressure. Yeah, Ahmed, that is great as well. Like the moment you get in on a trade and you're already feeling anxious, the moment you are in a trade, just get the fuck out. Get the fuck out. The moment you click on buy or sell, you're already immediately feeling anxious. Close that fucking trade. Doesn't matter if it's in a small loss, if it's in a small win, close that shit. Reassess, calm the fuck down, lower your lot size, and then look to consider a re-entry with lower lot size, lower risk. The Zen Trader book, you can find it on Amazon as well. Yeah, you can get my book here, What Life is Trying to Teach You by Evan Sean. You can find it on Amazon, and it's about personal development. I basically cover everything from finances, friends, family, law of attraction, spirituality, meditation, loving others, being an empath. Guys, I dropped. I don't even know how I wrote that book, to be honest. I was in trance when I wrote it. I don't remember how I wrote it, but I just finished it. I just did that. Dope ass book. Read it. What Life is Trying to Teach You. Appreciate you, Luis. Yeah, Luis already read it as well. It's thank you for your knowledge. It's 5 a.m. here. Gonna work soon. I got you, Caillou. I hope you enjoyed the stream so far. And remember, while you're at work and you're doing, if it's a job that you don't like, don't forget your goals. Keep your goals in the back of your eye, right? Even when people treat you like shit, remember your goals. Remember, in a few years, these people will come to you and be like, how did you do it? How did you do it, Caillou? And you're gonna be like, I never give up on my dreams. That's what I did. Like when I was working in a gym and people will come at me like, yo, you piece of shit. I just look at them and be like, have a nice day. But in the back of my head, I already knew like, dude, my 1K, 2K payout is loading. You know what I mean? You guys don't know, but my life be loading right now. Well, Life is Trying to Teach You just bought it. Let's go, Ahmed. Feel free to let me know what you think about it. I'm so open for feedback. But so far, the feedback has been insane. Like, I've heard of people that the book actually changed lives. So enjoy it. Enjoy it, really. You lost over $300 my first week of trading, both on trading crypto and forex. So it's an experience worth having. Yeah, Kenny, 100%. And you still got off with I wouldn't say it's not that much capital, with losing that much capital. There's people that get off with a lesson, like a 10K worth lesson. You know what I mean? Where they lose 10K, 20K, 30K. Shit, I even met someone that lost 1 million. So you're chilling with the $300. I'm still holding the trade, but it's annoying. Yeah, this is bad price action. I mean, it's a nice 15 here. It's a nice bullish candle, but we're still in the range. Still in the range. Still no clear breakout. But yeah, if you guys are still holding, it's still valid as long as we maintain above it. We have news. Wait a second. Did we already have the news? Actually, we did. We had news. What? Well, that's why I never wait for crude oil inventories. I swear it does nothing. Crude oil inventories does nothing to the market. Look at that. Like never nothing happened. Yeah. I'm thinking tomorrow, obviously I'm gonna come live with the members, but due to the news and the timing of the news, we're probably gonna be sitting here for like 30 to 40 minutes for them, wait for them to pass and calm the fuck down before we consider taking anything. I learned so much from your meetings, Evan, so even if we don't trade it, it's cool here. I'm glad to hear that, Ahmed. Super glad to hear that, bro. Oh, you also you did cope the playbook, right? How is it so far? Do you like it? Is it helping you to understand better setups and everything? Tomorrow also 3:20 we have red folder news. Ugh, it's a fully packed day actually. Okay, so at 8:30, durable goods, GDP, and initial jobless claims. So 8:30 is gonna be insane. And then Fed Chair Papa Powell speaks at 9:20. So his speech will go at least an hour. So in that hour, taking trades will be very aggressive. When can I buy? Zoom user at this point, it's a little difficult to say because we are still like in this consolidation range. So at this point, I could not recommend you an entry if I'm being honest. But entry confirmations based off the support itself was the first one bullish engulfing here. Most of the people got in here. Second one, rejection can over here. Third one, bullish variation. Fourth, bullish engulfing. Yeah. So basically 4 entries in this range to get in on the buys. Nevertheless, this is still considered a consolidation. So that's why I would have a hard time to what should I say? To recommend you a buy position in this at this point because price action is not giving anything. Jazz and back in a range. Yeah, Thursday. Back in arranging. I'm still holding 100 pips, gotten 0.02 lot size, $10 in profit with such a little lot size. That's dope, Kenny. That's super good. You bagged 100 pips, bro? Sheesh. It was choppy, Stefan. Nothing today. Like I did take buys here, here. I took buys from here to here, so this was a nice 2R. So I was chilling. I took sells earlier today from here to here. That was another 2R, so I was chilling. And then today I took another buy. Where was it? This bullish engulfing candle here, and with my stops below here, and I got triggered in the stop loss, but I didn't lose like not even 1%, like 0.5. So overall, I'm insanely up for the day. So I'm chilling. I wouldn't want to be involved in this bullshit here though. So the only area where you could possibly, yeah, possibly consider getting in on a buy is if we get a 5-minute closure above this high. But then your risk reward ratio wouldn't really make sense. VIP highly recommend. I have seen many VIP from others. Evans is the best. He explains everything. I appreciate the feedback, Ahmed. But yeah, I'm giving my best. I'm giving my best always for the community, guys. If we go bearish for a few hours, then tomorrow London session, I will be looking for big longs. Yeah, that is a good approach to the market for sure. It is a good approach. What's the daily looking like? I mean, we're somewhat rejecting right now. Obviously, we still have 6 hours to go. But if the daily closes like bearish, then we have this huge imbalance here, which we might get filled during Asia session. Yeah, there's a huge imbalance here. So if price can come back down to 26.39, this will be a super duper hyperbole buy area, because not only will we fill over 50% of this imbalance, but we will also get a break and retest of this major range on the 4-hour, and we're still overall in a bullish trend. So this range right here, guys, remember, high probability buy setup. But until price gets there, that is the other thing. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna end the stream here actually. So anyone who wants to join the VIP, guys, in the next few minutes, I will be sending the link to join the VIP membership for discount. With this discount, I will also be giving away the discount in the Telegram. I only have 10 of these. I don't know how many have been used until now, so I'm not sure there's 10 left at this point. So make sure you act quick if you want to join at a discount before someone else does. And other than that, for my members, if you guys are joining, I will see you guys tomorrow at the same time. And any one of my VIP members right now, if you haven't yet, make sure to leave a vote here in the member chat section. Make sure that you vote the topic for this upcoming Friday. So far, it's looking like it's gonna be about risk management. So make sure you guys leave a vote here. It's between trading routine and risk management. Those are the ones with the most of votes. And I will be uploading this recording right now for the public, and the recording from yesterday to my members in the recording section, guys. So that's it from me. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream nevertheless. Take care, fam. Peace.